not concern me whether they do rich or anything, but have money and have cars, not Corolla, not camera.
How old are you?
27.
What are your red flags in guys?
Poor guys.
Poor guys, not red flag.
Yes, na red flag.
When you say a guy is poor, what do you mean?
A guy that cannot spend for you, that cannot even take care of you, is poor now. That cannot even buy something, body spray for himself, is poor.
Okay, what if he can afford to buy his body spray?
Can you be able to pay me monthly salary?
What is monthly salary?
We are dating. You are knocking me. You are supposed to be paying me monthly salary.
That's what I'm asking you now.
If you cannot be able to pay me monthly salary, we cannot date.
Monthly salary for what?
We can. As you're dating me, you have to be. Am I not going to take care of myself? If I ask you for her today, ask you for her tomorrow, how will you feel? You'll be very, very angry. So it's better we agree on something. Either you pay me weekly or you pay me monthly.
Okay, that means not job.
It's not job. Like, you are dating me. I will not go to another man. I will not go and meet another man. I'm dating you. I have to look good for you. You have to spend on me. I need to buy my creams. I need to buy my body spray. I need to buy other things. So you have to do it.
You will be working now.
I'll be working. And you'll be knocking me for free. You go knock me in the morning, knock me in the afternoon, knock me in the night.
Okay.
So I'll be working. So won't I use that money to take care of my family or do other things? You that is knocking me. We are not married, but I'm not interested in getting married though. We are not married. You're supposed to be taking care of me. Like, if we are dating, we just have to say some things. Like, what's up, bro? In a month, you'll be giving me so amount. I'll be knocking you, we're taking care of you. We can be spicing it up.
How much is the guy supposed to be paying you monthly?
If I love the guy, because I know that I'm not going to marry the person, I'm not interested. 1 million is not bad.
Wait, so if you are dating now, you are not dating for marriage?
If I'm dating you, that's the first thing I will tell you, because I'm not interested in Nigeria guys. I used to say it every day. I'm not interested.
You say, listen.
I'm not interested.
No, talk and where?
I know they marry.
You know they marry.
But I can marry for 2 years, then we'll divorce. I just want to have a baby because I don't have it when I was in secondary school or wherever. I just want to have a baby.
Like, waiting, you don't decide.
Yeah, if I see any guy that will be like, oh, okay, let's marry, I will just, okay, do the traditional stuff only, then get pregnant. But if I do not see from now to next year, I'll just look for anyhow to do it.
That means you want to be a baby mama?
Yeah.
What are the 3 things guys admire most about you?
My booth, then my smile, then my purpose.
You do massage?
Yeah.
Do you do happy ending?
No.
Have you done happy ending?
I've done it once.
What's the highest amount a guy have paid you just to knock you?
That was 1 million.
Just give me 2 reasons why you are not ready to be in a serious relationship now.
Because I don't want to get married.
What are your fantasies?
Watching my man knocking another girl. It turns me on.
Where are you from?
Imo State.
What was the hardest thing you've done to a guy?
Hardest thing, making him to spend on me. He felt like we are dating, but we are not dating. But making him to fall in love with me so deep. But within me, I know that nothing serious is going on. I sure hope you know see him.
He thought you guys were dating?
Yes, he actually took me as his date, but deep down, I'm not serious with him because I'm still in my revenge mode. Yes.
But he was very serious.
He's serious, yes.
Wait, he is. Abi was.
Yes, very soon I'm giving up. I will give up on him definitely because his gender cost me pain.
What's the highest amount he has given you, sincerely?
500.
500,000 naira.
Yes.
What if you see a guy that genuinely loves you?
They do genuine for the I must revenge. I will pay back. That's the fact. Once I don't pay back like 6 or 5 boys, then I'll settle for the genuine one.
What are the benefits of dating you?
No benefits, just pain. Yes. No benefit, just pain. It's responsibility to take care of me, take me out, any place I like. Baby, I want this, I want that one, I want iPhone, I want different kind of things. Why it's for me?
What continent are you from?
Continent. That's Lagos State. Planet.
So just mention 4 classes of food for me.
4 classes of food. Jollof rice. Hey! Fried rice. Yeah. Pounded yam. And white rice and stew.
Those are the classes of food that be the one where you like well.
You know me, I like well.
And I mentioned the 4 classes of food. Like the one where other people know.
Other people know. Some now like begiri and ewedu. Some like pounded yam with a foriro. Some like amala with omeobe with ila.
What is ila?
Okra.
Oh, okra.
Yes.
Woman.
And some people now they like this food called do you know kenke?
What's that?
That's all this Ghana village food. That is egun. That kenke they used to use corn to do. And they'll boil ordinary pepper. They just put salt and mangi. They don't cook the pepper. They just grind the pepper. They put salt and mangi inside. Now it's fish to be taken it.
Where are you from?
Ondo State.
What's the capital of Ondo State?
I don't know.
Nah, like no.
I don't know.
What's your genotype?
Female now.
Again?
Female.
I can't manage a broke guy. I can't even date them. Should I be the one to be feeding him? He's supposed to be the one to be feeding me, to be giving me money. So I can't be dating a guy that is broke.
Mention 4 classes of food.
Rice, amala, beans, semo. Is that all?
Mention it again.
Rice, beans, semo, amala.
Yahoo boys or working class?
When you're boy, you boy with the fresh. When I dey chop mama food, working class go dey chop mama food. No, I need a date working class, so you know if you buy me my pants.
Mention 4 classes of food.
Rice,
Fear, I pour you spit.
Gary,
You dey play with fire, go and ask questions.
Indomie.
Uh-huh.
What were the eat go? Spaghetti, finish.
Mention the classes of food again.
Rice, Gary, Indomie, and spaghetti. I no pay that one.
Now the classes of food.
Yes, and the one I dey chop.
But now the classes of food have been the one you did show.
And the one I dey like eat. Classic of food where dey Nigerian.
You see?
Yeah.
You see?
Na the classic of food where dey Nigeria.
Okay, now in be those ones we mentioned.
Yes.
Apart from them, no other one again.
After watching this, one will be forced to ask, do this generation really understand what dating is? And do they know the difference between dating and marriage? The difference between flirting and dating? So that's why this video is actually made, so that persons who have found themselves in that confusion of what the society presents versus what the reality should be, and they are confused on what direction to seek. That's why we want to discuss on the topic dating. So if you are just coming across this channel for the first time, I will plead that you do well to subscribe, do well to like this video, and if you are a returning subscriber, please do well to also share this particular video so that other persons that may like content like this to have the privilege to also benefit from it. Okay, so without making further ado, what exactly is dating? Dating simply means a social process whereby two persons come to understand each other perfectly, or it's a process whereby two persons come together to check if they're actually compatible emotionally, physically, spiritually, as well as financially, if they are well compatible with each other, so that looking at the possibility of possible commitment to themselves. All right, so what are we saying? We're saying that dating simply means that process whereby two persons from different economic background, from different social background, from different cultural background, no matter the differences, they come together to see if they are emotionally compatible, physically compatible, socially compatible, spiritually compatible, including financially compatible with each other. So that is what we mean by dating, and there are different forms of them. We have the flirting kind of dating. Okay, this one is called casual dating. And we have the second type, which is called the exclusive dating. On this type of dating, it is just you and the person. The difference between the exclusive and casual is that in the casual, you people can meet just like any other person. There is nothing serious in the discussion, nothing serious about the both of you. While the exclusive, it is more or less a bit intentional that the both of you asked yourself out to meet on a very quiet place at a particular time, so that people can see how to connect better. Then we have the next one called the courtship dating. In this one, you people have both declare your intention to each other, but you just want to check further to know other things that might even include the health compatibility with each other. For instance, there are people that may not understand the gravity of sickle cell. They may not even know their genotype and so on. It is in this courtship that more things will be considered. And then for persons, there are families that say they cannot give their daughter to certain persons, certain tribes, persons that are working in certain kind of jobs and so on. So it is in this courtship that you get to understand better the priority of the tradition the person is coming from, the religion the person is coming from, the kind of background, the family upbringing, and so on. It is in courtship. Then we have the next one, which is called the online or app dating. In this one, you people do not need to necessarily meet each other for you people to be interacting, to be discussing, to check your compatibility. For instance, Facebook, Instagram. So we have the Twitter, we have the to-go in those days, we have Skype, different forms. As long as it is virtually, not physically, then that type is called online dating. Then we now have the last one, which is called situational dating or hookup. Now, in this type of dating, you people don't necessarily need to have sufficient emotional connection. The purpose is just like for a one-time cash up, just to satisfy your emotional cravings. That is the type of dating called the flirting dating. Dating itself takes different stages. All right, so we have the first stage, which is called the initial stage. All right. Now, in this initial or attraction phase, you people just meet each other for the first time, and then there is something that have sparked your curiosity. All right. At this phase, there's a bit of curiosity that is sparked. You just cut with, this person looks beautiful, this guy looks handsome, and then you want to know each other better, which will take you to the next one called the initial interaction, which at this point you start exchanging pleasantries, you start getting to talk more frequent than before, and that will take us to the next phase, which is called the exploratory phase. All right, or getting to know each other. At this point, people are becoming more intimate. You are trying to invest emotionally, sometimes financially, into it, and then spiritually on each other. So this is the exploratory phase, and it is at this phase where some persons may even get to start, let's say for instance, wanting to visit. Okay, and then that will take us to the next phase called the emotional intimacy. At this point, emotions has been well invested, time has been well invested. So that will now lead to the next phase or the next stage called the commitment or decision stage, where you have found out that this person, you are now compatible with each other. So you can now commit to something more serious. All right. So now, what is actually the purpose of dating? The purpose of dating, why people actually come together, is that one, they want to see if they are actually, let's say, physically compatible with each other, which will involve the health aspect. Okay, just as I mentioned genotype earlier. They want to also check if there is any potential for, let's say, your values, your beliefs, and so on, not to be compatible. That's another major purpose, because it is at this dating that you validate your similarities in terms of the values, in terms of your beliefs. One of the major purposes of dating is to ensure you get your life partner. All right, you don't just date because you just want to get the emotional satisfaction and go your way, but because you are looking at getting a life partner out of that person, which is why the both of you will come to a point of telling each other what you like and what you do not like, which is called the do's and don'ts. Why do you tell someone what you like and what? Because you want each other, because you want to understand each other perfectly. All right. Now that will take us to the setbacks in dating. What are the setbacks? One is unrealistic expectation. Most persons have high expectation. A tall man, dark in complexion, working in the bank as the manager, more must be a senator, and so on. Which is why most persons spend their entire life not arriving at the type of person they want as a spouse or as a partner, because their expectations are unrealistic. There is no perfect partner out there. You make out of the person you meet the kind of person you want to settle down with. All right. So, but if you expect everything to be checked, everything to be completely in shape, it may not necessarily be so. The next one is that there's this possibility of ghosting or breadcrumbing. This happens most times when you see that the both of you, one person is trying to cheat on each other, or one person is not ready to invest on each other. There is possibility that dating will not go well. Another setback is that where there is poor communication. One of the bedrock of any successful marriage has to do with communication. But where there is poor communication, then there's possibility that that kind of dating will not lead to anything serious. Another setback has to do with emotional baggage. Most persons, because of the type of experiences they had in the past, they are not completely healed, and then they are moving on to another relationship. It is more possible that they will not end up well, because the eyes they'll be looking at the new person will be with reference to the pains, the experiences they had with the previous person, which is why most dating do not end up in marriage or something more better. All right, so you need to give yourself enough time to heal from your pains, from your heartbreaks, before you move on to the next relationship. So the next one has to do with sex before connection. Most persons, all they think about has to do with the sexual aspect. They want to get that emotional benefit without getting more connected with the person in terms of the value, in terms of how the person pay, in terms of the priority, what place, what position are you in that person's life, in that person's agenda, what position are you? Those are things you need to consider. If the person does not value you enough, once they get to your body, they will move on. And guys mostly are built with this kind of exploratory kind of lifestyle where they set a goal, and once the goal is met, they move on to another one. So if you both of you, the next thing you have both start doing something else, at the end of the day, where this connection has not been built, it will all be messed up, which is one of the major setbacks in dating. And that will take us to the differences between dating and flirting. As I've said earlier, flirting is just a form of dating, just that in flirting, there is no serious commitment in it, and the intention is something selfish or something that we already know. Maybe you want to sleep with the person and so on, all right? While in marriage, don't try to equate what should be happening in marriage and in dating. Dating, you want to know this person better. If you can invest your resource, you're forever with this person. Whereas in marriage, the both of you have been bounded together. You have both been committed to each other. So there's room for mistakes in dating and for corrections. But in marriage, there is almost slimmer chances to correct things, which is why you need to really understand each other perfectly before you step onto marriage. The next one have to do with engagement. Your engagement is just a form of dating, but that something serious that means it is official, it is public. The commitment is most serious here. So you should not take chances when you are seeing what you will not cope with when you get to marriage. It is at this point that you people can, in fact, if you see something that does not stay well with your plan, your beliefs, your future, please walk away, because you may not be able to correct that in marriage. So that is the difference we need to understand. So some people tend to expect the satisfaction they should be getting in marriage in dating. No, it is not so. Dating is just an avenue for you to connect better, to reshape, to see how to complement each other, to see if there's a possibility that the both of you can build something more serious. And that's why you should not be looking at the standard of what the social media is presenting to you, because it may not be the kind of person you will be able to see, which is why most people have unmet expectations. So look at what you truly want. Does this person have a plan for his life? As a lady, does this person have a plan for himself? And then what plan does he have in you? What plan does he have for you? In his plan, does he make room for you to fit in? These are things you're supposed to check up. And then, in his goals, are they feasible? You in his life, what is he really looking for in you? So when you ask yourself all these necessary questions, it will help you to explore the phase of dating successfully. And in dating, start well with the focus of connection, understanding, before moving on to emotional satisfaction in terms of your body. Try to connect better, because there are days where if you build your intention on beauty, that beauty will fail. Beauty fades. If you build your intention on resources in terms of financial resource, one day those things will not be there. So you should fall in love with the person and not things, because one day things will leave. Because most persons, why their marriages don't last is because what they built their hope on were things and not persons. And so when those things are no longer available, the marriage cannot continue. So having said all this, let me know your opinion on this subject matter. And if you're just coming across this channel for the first time, I would appreciate if you do well to subscribe, click the like button, so that content like this will also be coming your way. You can also share it to persons who want to enjoy from this. And also, I look forward to that moment when this particular channel becomes your most favorite click. I'll also be dropping other related videos that will be helpful to explore your dating phase very well and to understand each other perfectly. So for now, stay blessed as you watch the remaining part of this video. Cheers.
So I want to say something. They say a man's role is to provide, but they never mention the cost. They say real man handles what? The endless bills, the pressure to never fail, the expectation to keep giving even when there's nothing left. Every time he closes his eyes, it's not peace he feels, it's calculation. How do I make this work? How do I make sure everyone's okay? But who's asking if it's okay? They will celebrate his success but stay silent on the sacrifices. They will cheer for his strength but never acknowledge his exhaustion. The truth? A man carries the burden quietly, but that doesn't mean it's not breaking him. A man isn't a machine. The least you can do is provide him with respect, understanding, and a place to rest. Even the strongest pillars fall when the weight is too much. Marriage never sits.
When it comes to purpose and marriage, is there a real purpose, please? For example, a single sister, you're having an idea that God is leading you into a particular direction. Should that be taken into consideration when somebody's proposing to you, asking you out? Do you need to know
the ideal person's purpose?
Yes.
Very beautiful question. Many people make mistakes many times. For example, you are God are showing that you'll be a pastor, you're looking for a pastorate. Or you are a pastor, you're looking for a pastor. You understand? That's a wrong finding. What you should find out is the person going to support you? Because see, we may not be similar in our giftings, in our passion, in the call of God upon our life, but we are similar in supporting. In fact, that's my thing. You know, when I was about getting married, there was one girl like that. I'm sure she was liking my husband. I'm too sure. When I was about getting married, this girl, I said, are you sure you really want to marry? Because she doesn't look like a pastor's wife. As my husband said, I'm not looking for a pastor, I'm looking for a wife. Because that's where people miss it. I'm looking for a wife that will support me. And when my husband told me about it, well, I'm not getting married yet, we're preparing to get married. Imagine 2 weeks to getting married. One girl like that. I said binding. I said Holy Ghost fire. Thank God my husband understood these things early enough. Because I've looked at me again and said, she's not she's not been ordained. What you should find out is not whether we're having differences in our giftings or differences in our purpose. Is that in our different purpose are we going to come together to support each other to bring about fulfillment. That's what marriage is about. Marriage is not about similarities in purpose. Marriage is about similarity in supporting. The two of us come together to support our differences so that we can marry purposefully. Marrying purposefully is not similarities in purpose. That when we come together to collectively support each other, then our marriage is fulfilling a purpose. That's very clear. That's very important that everyone needs to take note of. So I don't start doing interview. God said, I saw myself baking, international baker. Are you a chef? Are you a baker? Are you a pastor? I didn't see you in the mic. I had a dream, but you were not on the mic singing. You don't know this. So you start frustrating someone, and then you kill a potential spouse you should have married.
Use not your boxer, but your brain to think. If since you met that so-called love of your life, your expenditure has increased while your income remains stagnant or even reduced, then you are not in love. You are in bondage. So run for your freedom. You need someone who builds you up, not someone who sucks you dry. Use not your boxers but your brain to think. A high maintenance girl is a destiny destroyer. Imagine she's not a virgin. Her body count is triple her age. No steady job. No profitable business. She cannot have and maintain an intellectual conversation. Above 50% of her so-called beauty will disappear if rain falls on her. But she has the oomph. She has the audacity. She has the impetus to possess impossible standards and requirements for men to date her. Every wise man without a doubt will burn every bridge that connects him to her. It is better to be a big player in finance than a big player in romance. So transfer your focus from women to success. Study money the same way you study women. And always remember the golden rule. Until your so-called girlfriend becomes your wife, any money you spend on her is a bloody waste of your time. You are better off maintaining your business and not any girl who wants you to do what her father could not do for her.